Welcome back, Rageaholics, to more God of War Ascension. Now we are going back to a place we were last video. I believe that's where we are now. And of course we're going to be accosted by enemies! Yes! We can't go 2 seconds without fighting enemies in God of War. However, we have these lovely nifty powers now to deal with them, so you're not quite as underpowered in this portion of the game. So I did not end up getting hammered. I went ahead and stopped after that one drink that I finished while I was drinking during the last video. Not that this matters to anybody else. I'm just talking to fill the space here. I did that, let its effects wear off, and then worked on editing this. So I did not edit this while drunk. And I think the video turned out much better. Well, we'll find out. It's not actually made yet. I did notice I watched the last video back after uploading it. I had forgot to lower the volume during that boss fight. I apologize for that. I didn't really have much useful to say. I started talking about tomato sauce for a second. I'm not really sure why that was. Like I said, Progresso, and then that led me to start talking about Progresso and how I prefer Classico, or I don't know. Couldn't really be focusing on that at this point. The only thing somewhat noteworthy, I would say, in there was I was complaining about the quick time event for that boss fight. It took me roughly an hour to get it. I was not happy with that. I could kind of hear me save that, but not really. It didn't really matter. It was kind of a semi-climactic boss fight anyways. Kind of a big moment in the game, so didn't really need me talking over that anyways. And the sisters had plenty of things to say anyway, so it wasn't too big of a deal. I'm not really sure what the hell we're supposed to do here. And I've done this. Kind of weird. This is the section I said you might consider saving health and magic for, but I think they refilled them. Yeah, we're going to find out here in a second. It looks like they refilled them. Yeah, they did. So, never mind what I said last video. When you're here the first time, feel free to use it, because they refilled that shit. Which is good. Surprising, but good. For some reason, I felt like you were supposed to grapple onto these things and put them back together for some reason. I'm not really sure why, because I ended up having to undo these in order to actually get up somewhere. Kind of weird. I don't really understand what's happening here. So we got to heal them. This took me a while to get them to even do this. That's why there was the cut. So I heal it. And then I try jumping around and he won't go anywhere. So let's bring it back down. I don't know if we're supposed to just heal it to a certain point or what the point of that was. If you're looking for help, just do what I did there. You should be okay. Or do it better. That's fine too. Really the only advice I can give at that point. This point, whatever. Hey, remember this room? Yep. I said we'd be coming back to it. Thankfully, the very next video. It'd be kind of awkward if it was like 3 videos down the road coming back to this small, insignificant room. We gotta find that platform again, and now that we have that ability, we can go ahead and put the clone on there. This thing will raise up as... I think I'm gonna upgrade something here. For what reason I'm gonna waste my time doing it now, I have no idea. Seems kind of pointless, but we're doing it. Looks like we maxed out the electric stuff, but I feel like I end up upgrading it again. And I didn't die on this section, so I'm not really sure what's up with that. Oh well. The clone can't be hurt by the fire, so that's why we do it this way. You just have to hope that it doesn't stop with the platform and the fire, because that would suck. No, I think when it goes... Yeah, okay, so when it goes away, the fire stops. Okay, that's helpful. I mean, that would be a really dick move if the fire kept going. You're like, well, shit. I need to get in there to set my clone down, but now I'm going to get burned. Although, in fairness, Kratos does need a bit of a sunset. This area seems like it would be pretty difficult on hard mode. I would not want to attempt that. Of course, there are segments of God of War. Well, basically, this whole series I would not want to attempt on anything but easy mode. Although I can think of a few Let's Players that I would enjoy seeing attempted. The amount of rage that would come from them would be hilarious. I mean, I'm not funny when I rage. My Resident Evil Code Veronica walkthrough showcases that. I still think I need to re-record that. Yeah, basically just keep fighting, and every time the thing stops, put a clone down, and there you should be good to go. Try to not get burned. Like I get burned every time I fall in love. And once this area is mercifully over with, I think you do have to kill all these enemies before you can progress. I'm not a big fan of the you have to kill an enemy before you can progress. It's kind of forced fight section. But it's not a big deal. It's not like it's a major fight or anything, so I can't complain too much. Still feel like I have a shit ton of this game left to go. I'm not going to make the New Year's deadline that I wanted to have. It's still the same night. I think I said that already, but that is not going to be a thing that happens. I had some video editing problems. This first bit of this video came out way too dark, and unfortunately it looks like I brightened it a little bit too much. I don't know what to tell you about that. The rest of it looks okay. Just that first little segment there. And Movie Maker's black screening on me again. God damn it. Piece of crap. Yeah, Movie Maker has been pissing me off lately. I'm not willing to... Whee! Yeah, be sure to grapple there. This game is kind of a dick at times with some of the sections that you have to grapple that you wouldn't necessarily think you need to. And I love the unique look of some of these platforming... I call them wall climbing sections, but they're not really. It has some really nice looks for some of the things that you do this on. I don't think we actually do a wall climb in this game proper. It's wall platforming in this one. Remember the other God of War games, I can't remember if 3 had it or not, but I know 1, 2, Ghost of Sparta, and Chains of Olympus had wall climbing sections. Be sure to... But the little platforming sections like that have some really cool looks in this game. I like that a lot. See, I can say positive things about games too. I can. Just doesn't happen very often, but I can. Started another thought, and I don't remember what it was. Yeah, so I upgraded that. I'd already cut out part of that menu transition. I was like, oh shit, there's an upgrade in there. Well, just leave that in there. Should be good enough. I should max that out this video as well. I may not get the ice magic in there. I don't think I have... I think you have to have the thing fully upgraded in order to get it, and I don't think it's fully upgraded yet. Of course, I didn't think the electric thing was fully upgraded either. Well, actually, I thought they were upgraded by now, because I thought this section we're about to go to is where I actually use them. But apparently not. Well, I do actually use them in combat, but I thought I actually used the magic, and I don't think I did. Oh well. Yeah, Movie Maker, though, has been irritating the crap out of me. I'm not happy with it. I would love to get a new video editing program. I would be completely fine with paying money for it. I just don't want to pay freaking $500, $1,000, or anything stupid like that for a video editing program. I think that's ridiculous, and you shouldn't have to pay that much for something like that. Especially for something that's just a hobby. I mean, if you're one of those channels actually making money off of their videos because they have so many views, not just some dipshit who has 50 views a video, which is more than I've got, and they still decide to monetize their account. But I mean, some people who can actually make a living just doing YouTube videos. Yeah, okay, so we're upgrading this here. See if this is the full upgrade. I don't know, maybe that wasn't the full electric upgrade. Yeah, looks like we still got some more to go on that ice one too. I'm not sure. I know this is where I did decide to actually use those things just to show them off a little bit, give it a little bit of a different look. Don't use them much. I figured I could use them a little bit at least. It's just not worth spending... Yeah, it was this section here that killed me. That was not fun. I don't know what that wasn't fun either. Damn it, game. Got me back to being angry. Full of rage. I think we're playing as Kratos. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I'm kind of getting to that point where I need a new video editing program. One that's not glitchy as fuck. iMovie works pretty well on my Mac. The problem with that is these video files recorded on my Elgato. Well, I'm not sure. I've never tried actually running one of them through there. But I have tried using... I used to use a PVR. I think I used it for like... I used it for Resident Evil Revelations and Silent Hill and Devil May Cry. I think those are the only games I used it for. No, Resident Evil 3 whenever you recorded that. I used it for a few LPs. Before, well, that thing was just glitchy as fuck too. It wouldn't work with the PS2. I gave up on it. I had thought something to do with video editing that was somehow going to relate to that. I just completely forgot what it was. But either way, yeah, Movie Maker is just... Oh yeah, I remember what I was going to say. I tried using some of those video files that I recorded with the PVR in iMovie, and sometimes they would work pretty well, and other times it would take them forever to fucking process to where you could do anything with it. And so I'm kind of afraid that I'd have the same problem with these video files. They're a lot bigger files than the ones I used to throw in from the old Easy Cap. That's what I used to use to record my videos. That god-awful thing. That was fucking terrible. Every LP having to talk about audio-video sync issues. I'm surprised I didn't reminisce about that when I did my re-record of Tenju. I should have. Yeah, I guess we're getting another upgrade. Sweet! Yeah, okay, I guess the electric isn't maxed out yet. Never mind. I think I saw where it was giving you the list of the upgrades you got, and I just sort of thought that meant it was maxed out. Okay, I think we still got a couple more. I don't know. I'm pretty sure we used the magic for those two in this game once each. I don't really like that you have to upgrade it all the way in order to use the magic, because it kind of makes it a pain in the ass. Although I guess it does kind of force you to balance your upgrades if you want to be able to use it. It's not that big of a deal. You can kind of upgrade the blades pretty quickly. That last upgrade takes forever, but the other ones aren't too bad. And then after that, you should have the soul attachment. I'll just call it an attachment, I guess. And then you just focus on maxing that out. By the time you max that out, you should be getting the time stopper thing pretty quickly after that. Focus on that, and then focus on the clone thing. And then once you get done with all that, then focus on the ice and electric. And fire maybe too. I don't know if I ever maxed... Well, I'm sure, I know I maxed it out by the end of the game. I don't know if I maxed that out on screen or not. I can't remember. I would think it's maxed out already, though. I don't remember. Guess it's been, what, 2 weeks now since I played this? 3? Not really sure anymore. The weekend after I finished Max Payne. Yeah, I think 2 weeks ago. I did this whole game within a 5-day span. I know I've already said that. Oh, this area. Oh, this will be good times. And we've got enemies! So powering through a game in 5 days, you tend to not remember a whole lot about it. Or I remember things about the game, but I can't really tell you what order anything happens in. It's a little better doing these videos. I'll come back. I'm surprised I haven't fucked up the ordering yet. I felt like that was going to be a thing that happened. So we're into video 8. I already started editing, but at least loading up video 9. That's going to be a death montage. Not for y'all, but I'll put that out. I really wish I'd kept up with that death montage video I wanted to do. I think that would have been quite hilarious. I could upload the minute-and-a-half one I got. Probably should do that, just for amusement. But we gotta get this done. Get ready for the new God of War whenever that comes out. Then I've got to figure out how to hook up my PS4 so that when it does come out, I can play it. And record it. Actually, it'll probably be a while before I do that. Yeah, I'm not doing that game right when it comes out. I want some sort of a strategy guide, walkthrough, let's play, something up to follow if I get stuck. Let me just say when I get stuck. Yeah, that is not happening right away. It is a goal for 2017 though. I do want to do that game sometime later.
focusing on future games that I don't even have yet, that aren't even out yet. We gotta do this game. Yeah. I've got this craving for nachos. Random, I know, but I'm out of stuff to talk about. So, mentioning my craving for nachos. Well, it wasn't so goddamn late, I might get myself some. I've got chips and cheese and sour cream. It's kind of good enough. Jalapenos. Right, I think I started walking around here. The enemies actually left me alone. I think there's like 2 more enemies hiding around in here somewhere. Are we upgrading again? I guess we are. Yeah, this looks like the electric thing, so I guess we didn't finish upgrading it. That might be... can't tell. Oh well. We're kind of in the useless upgrade stage of the God of War game now. I'm just sort of upgrading things because I have the orbs for it, but I don't really use them. Pretty unfortunate. I really wish I had tried to use them a little bit more, but they weren't really upgraded either, and that's a lot of why I didn't really touch them. I focused all my efforts on the soul blades after I got them. And that's going to be a thing we'll deal with here in a little bit. I wanted to get this whole section in one video, but that's not going to happen. I mean, I guess I could have. It's not like I haven't done longer videos before. I have been really happy at the video lengths for this LP so far. That's all we need to do is ride this thing across, come up here. We'll have to do more stuff in there later though. Do that if you want. Now I'm trying to find something to read. It's over to the right, but I don't see it yet. There we go. Just for people who want to read that. I've seen people who do LPs of this game, or this game series, who actually take the time to read those things, which is awesome of them. I would definitely do it if my vision would allow me to. One of the things I want to take a look at. And then we will move on. More reading. Kind of like watching an LP video as I go through a game series like this. That way I can, if somebody reads stuff like this, then I can kind of hear them read it off so that at least I know what it says in the context of the game. Use your clone here. Geronimo! And there's another piece of reading material that I have trouble finding. I cut my difficulties finding it for the most part, but I had trouble finding it there. I've still got music from Nier that I added into, I guess, the video before last, stuck in my head. Probably in about half that video. I would be keeping on with the adding music to these videos, but I am still wanting to pump this game out so that I can get back to Dino Crisis. Open that. Come out here. And surprisingly, we are not attacked by enemies. I would have figured there would have been enemies there, but nope. So we basically have to move this thing all the way over here. Just to move it all the way back, just to move it over a little bit more, just to move it all the way back here. Yeah, that's going to be the rest of this video, just moving this thing around and dicking around with it. And of course getting stuck on things, because why not? That would happen on one of my videos. Come on, Kratos. There we go. And we're going to see another really cool use of that one amulet we've got. I can get this thing back over where we need it. The pushing mechanics in this game have improved so much over the years. This, Ghost of Sparta, and God of War 3. I didn't quite do it there. Come on. There we go. Yeah, once it's had a fire on there, then we can bring that fire back. Which is really cool. And I guess it lights that. And then once we're done with that, I'm just waiting on the saving icon. And of course, black screen again. We're going to go ahead and grab that thing and take that out of where we got it. And this next section kind of tripped me up a little bit because of one stupid little thing. We need to take it over here, however, I could not figure out why this wasn't working. It's because I didn't break this. There we go. Actually, the electric sleeve up for once that's broke, then we can move that in here proper and actually do this right. Must have been on that about 5 minutes trying to figure out why the hell that wasn't working. It's not a terrible puzzle though. That looks kind of cool. Got some like molten something or other. I don't know if it's molten rock or metal or what the hell that is. This stuff still looks way too advanced for ancient Greece. I've said that about pretty much everything in these games. Come on, Kratos. Do it! Once we get this in the right spot, we just do the same thing we did before. And that'll do it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see y'all next time.